for joining us in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm Molly O'Brien. Tonight there's a fashion show and you know what, it's a pet fashion show at Bow Chicka Wowtown in Warwick from 7:30 to 9:30, and it's a fundraising effort to help domestic violence survivors and their pets. So here to explain is Jordan Ross with Pets Empower. So thanks for coming on Go Local Live. So nice to meet you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your nonprofit, Pets Empower?
Pets Empower is an umbrella organization similar to the United Way, where we create an umbrella where organizations that provide the services can come underneath us. So our niche is helping people in crises, starting with domestic violence, find short-term fostering for their pets. The domestic violence shelters prohibit pets, so it's this huge barrier to entry. So they can connect with us, and we'll connect them to an agency where we're already feeding them volunteers, so the pet will ultimately stay in a volunteer's home for a few months and then reunite with its loving owner.
So I was just having a conversation with someone, telling them about you coming in, doing this interview, and talking about the organization. People might not necessarily even think that domestic violence survivors have this obstacle. Tell me a little bit about how you started this organization and how it came to be.
I totally understand. I wouldn't have really seen it myself had I not experienced it personally. So I graduated from Cornell University, returned home to the Boston area. My parents were abusive and violent and threatened me and my dog. My black lab was the greatest relationship I've ever had, and so I left. And then I realized the shelters in Boston and also the shelters in Rhode Island don't accept pets, so I struggled for a year to hang on to my dog, and thankfully through a social worker I found a group home, the Stapleton House. So these men transitioning out of homelessness in Boston took care of my lab for 3 months, reunited, and gave me time and space to take a breath and find employment and housing. And so I had 9 great more years with him. So I've seen how powerful this short-term fostering can be personally, and then I'd like to help other people. And so the numbers in the U.S. are staggering. Actually, 30% of the Americans are domestic violence survivors. It's an issue that really isn't talked about. So part of what we're doing is raising awareness, and that's why it's so great to be here. And we're holding the fashion show to let people know that we're a resource for the community. And we've had 12 different companies donate to us, and really excited that the community is supporting us and really cares about this issue. And 3 million domestic violence survivors, at least 6,000 here in Rhode Island, need this service. And so it'll help them get their life back together and provide dignity for their pet family going forward. Gives both the pet and the person a second chance at life.
And I think you're so well spoken on this issue, and amazing that you were able to find the support that you needed to get out of a situation, such a difficult situation. And to be able to have a pet help you get through what you need to get through. Mm-hmm. And you said it so well, the numbers really are staggering. I was looking over some statistics and found it so disturbing that the people who are abusing others can even use pets themselves to manipulate people to stay in abusive situations. When you're working with people, have you found that what you're doing inspires hope and is inspiring people to go out and to make a change?
Oh, totally. And the more people I talk to, they're really supportive of this. The person's in a very vulnerable state, and so the more quickly we can actually help them with their pet, then they can really focus on themselves. So it is a very critical phase, and we're definitely here to help people. And the agencies in Rhode Island are interested in looking to help and collaborate. So we're really excited.
So when you are, and you said you're kind of like United Way, you're an umbrella organization. Mm-hmm. If people are interested in helping domestic violence survivors, how can they get involved? Like, can I just go up and sign up and say, like, hey, I want to be a foster? Or are shelters participating? How does it really work in that regard?
Yeah, so they can go on to petsempower.org, PETSEMPOWER, words, pets, and then empower together.org. Sign up to be a foster, and then there's a screening process. So there's an initial form, and then will be longer screening process. We want to make sure it's a good fit for both parties. And then if a case does come up and it fits the criteria and you're screened, we will get in touch with you. There are other ways in terms of spreading the message to your local community, different agencies, low-cost health centers. This issue disproportionately affects low-income folks, so people, anything that would touch low-income folks, therapists, social workers, domestic violence agencies, hospitals. Love being on the radio to get the word out. Anything that could help spread the message, we'd appreciate, and I definitely love to come to some breakfast and let your friends know about it, and to come to our pet fashion show tonight.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk a little bit about the fashion show. I think such a fun, unique idea. You hear about regular fashion shows, but this is a pet fashion show, really embracing the whole idea that pets are out there to send a positive message.
Yeah, it's all about embracing that loving connection with the pet and how much it means to so many people. 2/3 of U.S. households actually are pet owners and spend over $60 billion. So people are deeply emotionally invested in this relationship, and so we want to celebrate that relationship. And we have over 20 contestants who are going to be participating, and there are going to be prizes and doggy baskets, and Warwick Ice Cream has donated sundaes, and so About Chicka Wowtown is collaborating with us. So it's going to be About Chicka Wowtown in Warwick from 7:30 to 9:30. It's still possible to get tickets at the door or at petsempower.org. We definitely love to see you there, and we've been really touched by the interest so far in the event and our organization. Emily Volz from NBC 10 will be emceeing, and she's been an ally all along.
Oh yeah, Emily's great. My former colleague, Emily. Hopefully you're doing well. So that's good. I'm glad that she's able to help MC. She's wonderful. And do you think that you've said that the community's really been supportive and embracing this? When people are fostering, have you had any incidents where people aren't able to reconnect to their pet? Has there been any cases like that? Sometimes things don't work out, and in the situation that happens, is there a backup plan where a dog goes up for adoption or the family that's fostering keeps the pet? Is there a support system or a backup network where if something happens, God forbid, there's a plan in place?
Right, so that is a reality. In a small percentage of the cases, it's in actually the best interest of the pet and the person to find enough to rehome. And so, we can definitely assure that the pet will be rehomed, and we're connected with a lot of pet rescues already. Save One Soul.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, they're also co-sponsoring our event, so we can make sure that the pet does find a loving home if the owner isn't able to reunite.
That's good. That's good to know. And so important for people to get out of dangerous situations if they do need help. Do you really think that what you're providing is just really taking down one more obstacle for people to get that help that they need?
Yeah, totally. The easier we can provide the access, the quicker these people are going to escape violent situations where their health is at risk. And so, it's all about allowing them to enter domestic violence shelters or stay with family or friends quickly, efficiently, and make sure that they can reunite with their loving pet. Because a lot of people, the statistics say 50% of domestic violence survivors stay in these situations even though they want to leave because of their pet. So if we can assure that this loving pet, the relationship will be preserved, that barrier is lifted.
Well, thank you so much. So your fundraiser is tonight, so you can still get tickets, Jordan said. Do you have any other fundraising missions in the works, or if people can't make it tonight, are there other ways to donate?
Yeah, you can donate online at petsempower.org, and love to hear from you. Feel free to connect with me. My email's up on the website. My email is Jordan, Jordan, at petsempower.org.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have a link on our website as well, because this all airs live, but we'll be able to repost it online as well. So donating and then being able to foster as well. And as a multiple time foster mom, fostering is a great opportunity, no matter what the case. And so being able to help a multifaceted approach here, being able to help not only animals but people in the same regard. I'm sure it's very rewarding for the people who are doing this as well.
Oh, totally. And actually, in my experience, the men were telling me how much they love my pet. And so it's a great experience because someone doesn't have to commit 20 years to a pet. They can commit for a month, 2 months. So it's a good fit, and they can change someone's life. And it's so tangible. And they have this great relationship where they're sharing this loving pet with a person. So it's a warm. So we'd love to hear from you and connect and build this organization here in Rhode Island and serve more and more people.
And how long have you been around?
I started a year ago, and we established as a 501c3 officially in January.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Well, Jordan Ross, thank you so much. So tonight the fundraiser is at Bow Chicka Wowtown in Warwick, Rhode Island, a pet fashion show. I mean, you can't beat that. And of course, helping survivors of domestic violence get their pets into foster homes so they can get the help that they need to continue on with their lives and then reunite with their pets down the road. Jordan, thank you so much for coming in. I'll let you go so you can go continue on with the rest of your day and get set up. But before you leave, let's take a quick picture. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in. And good luck with the fundraiser tonight. I know it's going to be a success.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And can let us know how things go continuing on with the organization.
Thanks. Just send me a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Totally. I'll text
All
it to
right.
you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All
Thank you.
right.